Guys, our first live on Real Talk with SLR. How's everybody doing today? I am presently right now using my laptop, and I am adding moderators because we've never had a live stream on the channel, and so that means that we don't have any moderators. So we're gonna need a few. I see some of the usual suspects in here, and I'm gonna throw that wrench around really quick before we get into it. But how's everybody's day going? You guys having a good day today?
It's been raining like literally all day.
Nonstop.
Finally calmed down.
Yep.
And of course it's a lifetime.
Of course. It's too late to get out and do anything because now we got to cook dinner and deal with nighttime stuff with the kids and whatnot. But it's been pounding us literally all day for the last like 2 or 3 days. It's been nothing but just downpouring rain. This is probably the first break that we got since like 2 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, it's been pretty bad out here.
Yep.
Pretty bad out here.
Let's see. I want to see something real quick. We're not on your Wi-Fi on this even.
Okay.
It's straight.
I am adding some moderators really quick, and I'm going to start reading some comments to everybody. I see Auntie Ann is in here. Paul Honeyman, I made you both moderators. You do a good job moderating for the main channel, and thank you. I just went ahead and added you guys to do it to here too. So.
Oh, you have your computer. I guess you don't need my phone, huh?
Well, the computer battery isn't going to last for too long, but we'll see how long it goes. I will leave the laptop up and running, and we should be able to read comments from there. I mean, maybe we could do some walking around or something. I don't know. But we're just chilling right now. Honestly, it's been pounding us with rain.
Hey, Daniel McAllister says cleaning up after a tornado in Overland Park, Kansas.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sorry that happened, but you know what? I'm glad that you're alive to tell the tale about it. That sucks. We have never been through a tornado. Fortunately, we've never had to deal with any tornadoes or,
No.
I mean, honestly, the storms that we get out here are probably the worst that we've ever had in our life. I've always lived in the desert. I mean, I went through, in the 90s, there was El Nino in California, and I remember that was pretty bad. I remember it just being like nonstop rain in California for like 3 weeks or something, and it was freezing cold, and I remember that. But other than that, the storms that we've had out here are the worst that I've ever been in my life. So maybe that
definitely
says something.
Definitely hitting there. That's for sure.
Yep.
That lightning that today was insane. It was like almost every 5 seconds. It was like blah 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 blah. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the lightning was real.
I'm gonna stay right here.
It was pretty crazy. It was definitely pretty crazy. I see Dawn is Dawn Caranchi. I hope I did not butcher that. Caranchi. This is from Connecticut. How'd it go? Good to see you.
How's it going?
Good to have you. Gathered Together Homestead. Sandstorms to tornadoes. Yeah, sandstorms to tornadoes for sure.
Yeah.
What are those called? Haboobs?
Haboobs. Yeah.
Haboobs.
Sorry.
They're called haboobs.
Haboobs.
It's a big giant wall of sand and dirt, and you get those inside the desert. And
with just really high winds,
yeah.
And out there being, so dry and so just like, it's crazy. You would see like moon dust sometimes on the movie. That's a real thing, man. Like you go out there in the desert, and then all of a sudden, like you step down on this one part of the dirt where it's just powder.
Yeah.
And you step on it, it's like poof.
Yep.
And it's like, whoa, this is weird. Like, and you make the footprints, and like being a little kid, every time I saw that, I was like, ooh, watch this. I feel like I'm on the moon.
I know it.
But yeah, no, all that dirt and all that dust just sort of gets blown with the 80+ mile an hour winds.
I see Big Wave, Florida. Can you believe the price of plywood? Where is the price drop? I'm telling you.
No.
We actually went and had to purchase some more wood so we could do all the rim joists and stuff because Gary made a cut and it was like a slight boo-boo. He cut the wrong piece, a little wrong size or whatever. So he went and got some more. And how are the prices?
I mean, they're not too bad. I mean,
I got itches. I got bug bites. I'm sorry, guys.
It's bad. Trust me. Like, the prices are nowhere near what anybody is used to. But I have noticed that the prices have started to drop a little bit here and there. But at the same time, it always seems like as soon as it drops just a tad, it goes like, and it's like watching the market flow of like how things are, it always tends to have a little dip before it rises even more, and then dips a little, and then it rises even more. So it's hard for me to say. I'm hoping that the price drops, but with the gas prices where they are, it makes it a hard thing to ever have it drop back down. I mean,
Randy Moore says gas went up 20 cents there today.
That's the thing that I know for sure. And like diesel normally is cheaper than gas, and where we are, the gas is cheaper than the diesel. But even still, the diesel, I don't think I've ever seen diesel that high.
Gathered Together Homestead says plywood has actually come down from what it was. We own a roofing company, and 7th 16th OSB was at 55. Now we're paying about 24. So that's I mean, that's a really good drop.
That's good.
And then Mike Birch says that we are killing it. Thank you, Mike Birch. Appreciate you, man. And then Ivy's Family Factotum, you using hurricane straps on your floor joist since it's also a roof.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm going to be having to tie those in afterwards and everything. You guys are just going to have to stay tuned and figure out how I'm going to tie everything together, because
he's got a plan.
It's a multi-layer building itself, so there's a lot of steps.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff.
There's a lot going on, and I wish that we would have been able to get to a lot more of it this week. But I'm telling you, man, this is probably the first break that we've had. It's been downpouring and downpouring. And the thing that sucks is being a YouTuber, right? So we don't just get to go to the job site and just get it when we can get it. No, we got to have like all of this camera gear, make sure all the batteries are charged up, make sure everything's good, set everything up at all the angles that we want, and then we can start the day. That's just how we have to start work, right? So we go down there and we do all the setup, and as soon as everything's set up and we converse and figure out our game plan, boom, it starts raining. Happened to us the last 2 days in a row. It's very frustrating. So then it's a mad rush to gather all of those gear and get it all back over here, wait for the break. It's just been like that for the last couple of days. And so we're kind of like, you know what? This is probably a sign that we need to just chill. We've been busting our butts, but we are so motivated, man. Like, we really want to get into that basement. So every time that there's these, you know, we had so much plans for this week. We wanted to have, I don't really want to tell you what we wanted to have done yet, because we're not getting it done. But we had a lot of things that we wanted to have complete by the end of this week, and it's just not looking like that's going to happen for us. So I don't know. This weekend is looking beautiful though. So this weekend we're probably going to work, since we really didn't put much work in today or yesterday or the day before that because of the rain. So
as long as Mother Nature holds out.
Gathered Together Homestead, it's a full-time job. It is a full-time job. Believe me, it's a full-time job doing YouTube. Diane Foster, now I'm in Mississippi since September, and diesel is more than gas, but it is still cheaper than other places. You got that right, Diane. I was seeing some stuff on our Instagram where California people that are friends of ours and stuff, they're paying close to $10 a gallon over there, which is just insane. I remember in 2020 when Gary and I were doing our cross-country road trip and we found this property, prices here in Arkansas was like $1.35 was the cheapest, but the average was about $1.60. $1.60, and that was 2 years ago, and now it's close to $4 over here. So talk about a ridiculous jump.
Yeah.
Mr. MT Homestead's in the house. What's going on?
Mike?
Big Mike. Mama Murphy, soon y'all will be able to hit it. We're almost in the dry season. I know, and you know what? Once we're in the dry season, then we're just going to be sitting here whining about how hot it is, right? So can't win for losing.
Oh, dude, I'm not looking forward to next week. I'm not at all. The weather man and whatnot is calling for freaking triple digits, and I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I don't know about this.
Kelly Sexton wants to know, are you storing your furniture, or did you sell it before you moved?
Sold.
Gone. We got nothing.
We have nothing.
We got nothing.
Starting over.
Yep. We're probably going to hit up some used secondhand stores for some things, but like the actual big furniture pieces and stuff, that's stuff that we want to buy new.
Those couch, like, we've never had it.
We've never owned a new couch in our life.
New couch.
Ever.
At all. It's always been hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Which ain't nothing bad about that at all.
No.
But it's like, we're building this new thing, and it's like, I want a new couch.
Yes, but everything is not going to be brand new.
But it could be. No. Can't be. I like the rustic stuff.
James Ricker, calm down, girl. You're not gonna beat Mother Nature. I know it. I know it. But you know what? We sure give it hell, though. We try. We try. Burning Daylight Homestead says estate sales. True.
Yes.
We have to just kind of dig into our local community and figure out where to go out and find these things. I know our good friend Mama V with Possum Run Homestead, she just went to this big auction that I believe our other friend O'Rourke's Littlefield had told her about.
Yep.
And she got all these materials and stuff for a heck of a deal. So I just need to get our heads together with some of our friends that know a thing or two in this area and can point us in the right direction, because man, Mama V got a heck of a deal on all that material. I was so happy for her.
Heck yeah.
That was a good thing. I can't believe it. We got 396 people watching on the new channel. You guys are amazing. Can you guys do us a favor though? And it helps the algorithm and it helps to continue to grow this channel. You know what we're going to say. You know what we're going to say. Hit it. Thank you guys. We appreciate you so much. With that too, I wanted to say, guys, our channel, it's brand new. And we've only been doing it for about 2 weeks, and we've already hit that huge milestone of 4,000 subscribers on this channel, which blows my mind. Like, absolutely blows my mind. You guys are 100% amazing. This love and support that you guys give us is just, I have nothing else to say but thank you. Thank you. There's a reason why we wanted to start doing the Real Talk channel. We did talk about it on our very first video on this channel. And the main reason is because we really enjoy these live chats with you guys. We do enjoy putting out kind of behind the scenes daily content because things change day to day. And sometimes we'll tell you, oh, the next video you're going to see is this. And then the next video you see is not that because things changed. And it just kind of allows you guys to get into our heads. We answer questions and you guys can see the day-to-day progress with it. Another reason is because on our main channel, Simple Life Reclaimed, to be honest with you, we have a lot of complainers. There is a lot of complainers complaining on that channel whenever Gary and I sit down and have a chat with you guys, or whenever, basically it's whenever we do any kind of chats or anything. People are like, I don't want to watch you guys talk. All you guys do is talk. You're a bunch of talking heads, and just a bunch of crap gets thrown in our direction. And so to stop that nonsense and to kind of separate the content, so people are not getting notifications for stuff that they don't have any interest in, we decided to separate the channels. That way you guys that are interested in this type of content will still be able to see it. We still get the pleasure of being able to create this type of content, but then the people that are not interested in it are not going to be bothered by notifications and whatnot for this type of content. So there's multiple reasons on why we wanted to do it. We wanted to start uploading daily, the answering the questions and that kind of stuff. But if I made a decision and I decided that if I was to start doing that on the main channel, it would be too many notifications of things.
What are you
that
doing, dog? Trying to steal a bag of chips?
People would not be interested in. So that's the why. I'm happy you guys all made it over here. I'm happy you guys are taking the time to hang out with us. It's a pleasure. We enjoy it. This is how we build community. This is how we do it. So I could see come on, keeping it real is in the house. What's going on? Come on. Yeah, we were talking with him earlier, and man, you guys got to make sure to go and watch his live stream after this one because he's got some stuff to tell you. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. We've all been dealing with the rain. Let me read some of these. I'm not going to read that one out loud, but Red Coffin, you got it. You got it right on, buddy. I see you. That comment right there. I'm not going to read it out loud. But I see you, Red, and you got the right idea, buddy. Yep.
Luna, settle down.
Karen Lackey loves this community. Yes, we absolutely love this community. We've met so many wonderful people, and they're not all YouTubers. Some people are just subscribers, or some people are just, people that we've met. It's hard to make friends in real life, and so making friends on the internet is a lot easier, especially this day and age with, there was quarantines going on, and just even before that, it's hard to make like-minded people. And yes, a lot of our friends are YouTubers, but it's kind of, the way that I describe it is like this, if you have a group of people that are all interested in the same hobby, if you like fishing, if you like, sewing or whatever, book clubs, right? You might have a lot of friends that have a similar interest in that. Well, we just so happen to be YouTubers, and so we have a lot of friends that are into the same kind of thing. So, and we do like to meet a lot of you guys in person. We do these meetups and these different like social events and gatherings and stuff. We've been to many of them. We've never hosted one of our own yet, but I think that maybe when things calm down over here and you know the house is we have more of a little normal type of living situation, I think I might be able to work something out. But I don't want to spill it. I don't want to promise y'all guys anything and then not follow through. That wouldn't be until next year. But we do like to go to these meetups and meet people in person, hang out, and that's really honestly how we become friends in real life with a lot of people, is we got to meet them in real life. We do have a couple of pen pals too that we talk to on the internet and stuff as well. So, but it's kind of hard, like when you're only seeing until you meet somebody in person, you can't really feel them out. Like they can tell you some really nice things and but it's hard to really feel out a person and their intentions until you meet them in person, and you can kind of feel their vibe, right? You can, I know that sounds kind of cliche or weird or whatever, but do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Sometimes when you can feel people's vibe, you can feel them out by just being around them.
Correct.
You know, so.
Well, it's hard to tell. Like, it's awesome with all the comments and everything else, but like, it's more personable in person.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You can understand a little bit more, like if they're having some sort of like saying, like the way that they're saying it in a sense, like it could be this way or that way.
Luna
it could be like, I don't know.
Well,
the tones of voices can make it into a different thing.
Exactly, the tone. Like so if one person can say, okay, Luna, Luna, come here. Quit pestering that poor lady. Lady don't like you. Come here, Luna. Lady's all running away. Lady don't want to play. She don't like you. Sorry.
I was giving her all sorts of praising because she was actually doing all the commands without me saying anything.
But yeah, people can say the same thing. You can say the same sentence
Lola didn't want
in a couple of different tones, and it'll have a different inflection to it. It'll be taken a different way. It could be the exact same words, but said a different way, man, and it can totally change the vibe for sure. Mama Murphy, you can't tell inflections and tone with chat. You can't, and we do our best to try to gauge everyone, right? And most people, I will say, 99% of the viewers and subscribers that we have on our channel are 1000% amazing, fantastic, fun-loving, hardworking people that are genuinely just here because they want to show us some love and support, and they like what we're doing, and we want to be friends and stuff.
Lady, get over here.
But there's that 1%. It's like the turd in the punch bowl, right?
Luna, relax. Stop messing with her.
Lady is not having any of it.
Stop messing with her.
Beck says, it would be nice if you converse with people on the chat instead of just talking to each other or moderators. Just a tip. So Bex, yeah, we do converse with everyone, and it's kind of, the comments do go by pretty quickly. And sometimes, because we're trying to read it very quickly, we can't tell if y'all are talking to us or if y'all are talking to each other. So we try to read it as quick as we can. But it's, speed reading and whatnot. But we do the best that we can, man. That's all we can do. That's all anybody can do. Anybody in life. Let's see. Is Drew in here? Gang. What's going on, Drew?
Oh.
See, and we got people in here. They're not even talking to us. Hat Creek, I see you, girl. But I know she ain't even talking to us. She's talking to somebody else. And Dutch is in here talking to Treasure Hunter. That's how live chats work. It's a community. So we definitely don't try to talk to the same we're not picking and choosing like, oh, we're only talking to these people. That's not how it works. We're trying to spread it out and talk to everybody, but when you're speed reading, it's kind of hard. Again, tone, inflection, it's hard to tell.
Because sometimes it's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it is sometimes. Have you checked out the Booth Hill Sawmill? Where to go? In Booneville. Kathleen Cohn. So I do know of somebody that has used that sawmill. Paul the Bearded Carpenter, he actually uses, I'm pretty sure that's the one. there is a sawmill in Booneville, and I don't think there's a bunch of them. I'm pretty sure there's like one. So making that assumption, unless I am wrong, which I tend to be sometimes, making that assumption, then I've heard of it, but we haven't actually been there.
It's okay, Luna.
I know Luna just wants to play with Lady so badly. She is just constantly pestering Lady, and Lady is not having any of it because she's old and grumpy. I know. And then O'Rourke's Littlefield. Mel, did you cut your hair? I did not cut my hair. I had my hair dyed recently, and unfortunately, it's breaking off and falling out. I'm not. The color is good, but I don't know. It got burnt, and
see, that's what happens.
So
that's what happened.
I think the next time that I do my hair, I'm probably just gonna get it done dark. I'll probably do dark hair and then just say to hell with the grays and just let them go.
You're just gonna bite
I dye my hair light so that way the grays don't
come biting
as much.
Relax.
I'm trying to answer some questions you guys got. Let's see. Tree Haven. We're lucky to have 30 in our live chats, and it's hard for me to speed read that. I don't know how a person could do it with hundreds. It's very difficult. You train yourself throughout the years, but I mean, we miss some, and sometimes we get confused and we think people are talking to us, but they're not talking to us. They're talking to each other, and that's all right. That's what it's for. I want you guys to use our live chats to network and to make friends and to communicate with each other and to, really jump feet first into this community. And, that's what it's all about. What are you reading at?
Come on.
Come on, I've got something to say. Please don't talk about Gary's beard on my channel because I got a man crush on it and I like it. Come on.
I'm gonna go on to that. I think it's freaking hilarious that people really think that they can tell me to shave my beard.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
I get that a lot, and it's
every video.
What makes you or gives you the right to tell me what I can and can't do?
Yeah.
That to me just shows how much of a shallow person somebody can be, to be quite honest. If they care
more about how you look
and they
than
care
what we
so
do.
much on what it is that they take the time to actually type it and send it, it's like, wow, you're shallow.
Yeah, they care more about.
Bye. I don't really care if you're watching or not. You can buy.
Yeah, if
that's
you
just
care
shallow.
more about what we look like than who we are as people or what we do,
wow.
Then I mean that really says a lot more about them than us.
And it makes me laugh like no tomorrow when people want to unsubscribe and they tell us, I'm unsubscribing. Go for it. Yeah. It makes me laugh like no tomorrow. Because if somebody's going to complain or get upset over something that I say or that how I look, I think it's pretty comical to me because why watch? And I guarantee you they're going to unsubscribe or not and just continue to watch because people like that just tend to want to keep on watching. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
It happens. You know what? I'll just say this.
It's fine for me.
Social media is very weird. It can be a very big blessing and it can also be a turd. And we really like to focus on the blessing, but we would be lying to you if we told you that there was not a lot of turds involved. So, speaking of turds, Gary can't wait to get that toilet so he could flush them all to the moon. To the moon.
Oh, yeah. They'll be gone.
They gone.
They'll be gone.
They gone. We're just kidding, guys. We're just kidding. But we are serious about some of that. But all jokes aside.
It's funny to me. Like, every time I see that, I'm just like, wow, Like, I really don't care what you guys think. But at the same time, it's just like, it makes me laugh because it shows more into other people.
Now,
into that.
Don't think.
Just saying.
And with this too, I will say this: we don't take offense to when people have comments and they're like, "Hey, you guys did this on your build. You guys maybe should look into that," or "We did this instead," or any of that kind of stuff. We don't take offense to any of that. No. I think that that's super encouraging and like wonderful.
It's when
it's like, you idiot! I can't believe you're such a moron because you did this. You must be the dumbest person on earth and you look ugly. Bye. I'm unsubscribing. It's like, okay, thank you for telling me that I'm ugly and that I'm an idiot and that you're unsubscribing. You could have just gone off. Like,
it's funny to me. It makes me laugh.
It happens
it really, really makes me laugh.
So, I mean, hey.
My ponytail, I can't tell you how many times I got a comment about that.
Are we saying go Ridge Life? Is Ridge Life in the house? Go Ridge Life!
But it's just funny to me.
Oh yeah, people would pick on, and you know what? Immediate block. Like, we can take it when people mess around and like talk smack about me or Gary, but when they were smack talking about my son, immediately blocked.
Nope.
Immediately blocked. We had
And
a
to
couple.
me, it was just like it's funny to me, especially in this world when people are supposed to be, so receiving to people and not be
we're
so
going off
judgmental.
on a rant, aren't we? We're
No,
ranting.
I'm just saying people are supposed to not be so
It's all the rain,
judgmental, and
guys.
people want to sit there and preach being so perfect every which way, but then they turn around and it's them that tend to be the most judgmental.
Yeah.
It always tends to be that way in
Yeah.
life, and I can't tell you how many times it's been that way in my life, personal
Yeah.
experiences with a lot of that, and it's comical to me. So
Robin-
I see those things and I just laugh my butt off.
Robin Fletcher says they talked about Abe. Yeah, they did talk about Abe. They used to talk a lot of smack about my son because he had long hair, and they were talking smack about our parenting because we allowed our son to have long hair. And they were trying to convolute it with all these new social movements that are going on and everything, and I'm just not having any part of it. I'm not having any part of it. Like, Gary and I are adults.
I'm not having no rant, but I ain't done.
Yeah.
I ain't done. All right, that brings me to another point.
Oh, Gary's ranting.
No, I'm not done.
Get it, Gary.
That brings me to another point.
Get him.
I love everybody and all the viewers and everything, right? And like, you guys are our heart and soul, and it's amazing. But it's amazing to me how much people really think that they know about us when they haven't seen us or actually in person. And that's the thing that it throws me off, because we only show you what we want to show you, in a sense. Like, it's basically us. Like, we give you a good gist of it, but that doesn't mean you know us. And that's the thing where it's like,
everything that happens. And
exactly.
I kind of went off a little bit on one of our last things.
One of them
because,
like that. But that throws me off.
People were making assumptions that, like, oh, we don't have a good relationship with Country Road Q, or that somehow, some way they're doing something wrong, or how
people put into
making all these wrong assumptions when it's not the case at all.
It's the telephone game.
It's so bad. It can be.
It makes me laugh. I don't know. I'm not trying to go any which way with that aspect, but it's just funny to me, and it's comical to me in that aspect. And the people that are on here, I know are our true subscribers.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
Our OG people that are going to come and support and be here for us, you know, which is awesome. But it doesn't mean that every single one of you guys know us truly and wholeheartedly, in a sense, either, though. You know,
hey,
like some of you guys.
I've been with you for 12 years, and I'm starting to still learn who you are.
I know. That's what I'm trying to like say, in a sense. Is it throws me off in a loop, because it's like, wow, like I don't remember. Like, it's like almost.
I will say.
I don't know.
There's so many people in this chat that we have seen your guys' name from the beginning.
Yes. We've seen you guys in person. Some of you guys in
Lori
person.
Carp, for instance, I just seen your name pop
awesome.
up here. I've seen your name in our chats and here on our channel since the beginning. We were in Arizona when you first started coming around, giving us love and support. Heather Hopper, you're another one of them. I've been seeing you around for a super long time. There's so many people on this channel that have been loving on us and supporting us. And I know that you guys have the most true and loving intentions. And so, you know, it's like I was talking about with inflection and tone and everything, with certain people, when they write things, I automatically know that it's coming from a place of love and from being caring and whatnot. Anime, you're the same type of, I see your name and I know that you're coming from a loving place. And then there's other people where I'm like, oh, here we go again. Because they built up a reputation with nasty comments, you know, and we try not to block people unless they just get downright like, all right, that was crossing the line. You don't have a soapbox to stand on anymore. If you want one, then go build your own soapbox, you know, kind of a thing.
Yes.
But anyways.
It's pretty funny to me.
Anyways,
but that's partly where, like, I like this aspect of it on this channel.
Yes.
Because this is the real talk with SLR.
And you know, we've done this on our main channel too, like from the beginning. I mean, all you people that have been around since the beginning, you guys know this. We've been doing a live stream as early as our channel was able to do it. In Arizona, we had a hard time having internet.
I feel a little freer being able to talk about it on this channel versus our main channel. Just because I know how many, I know, but I just know how many people are on the main channel, and it'd be like just too much of a headache, and I know how you are with comments. So that's where it's like,
my phone doesn't stop. My phone just beep, beep, beep.
I know, so that's where it's like, it just makes it to where it's like, you guys all know what you're getting into when you signed up on this channel. This is real talk with
Like I was
SLR,
saying, there
and
won't
we are a
be
little
any of-
crazy.
There won't be any of those
Squirrely
unwanted
hyena.
notifications, right, from people that are not interested in this type of content.
Exactly.
It won't bother, you know, them to, oh, they get all excited. Oh, yeah, a new SLR video. Dang it, it's just them sitting around talking again.
I'm ranting.
Get back to work. It's like, So, yeah, anyway.
Anyway, enough ranting. What's going on in the comments?
We're done with the ranting, okay? It's been ranting and ranting this whole time.
Sorry.
Okay, Aeronix wants to know, Aeronix 1979, will your tornado shelter be big enough for the whole 41.36?
You'd be able to fit everybody in there.
Probably not all the animals, because we plan on having a lot.
Hey, man.
But
when a tornado comes, you ain't grabbing all your animals and throwing them in there with you. You grab literally the people that are in your household.
We'd probably grab the dogs.
You go. You holler for them. If they don't come, they don't come. It's the same thing with the fire. If a fire happens, don't grab your pets. Get yourself out of there.
That's how the dad died on This Is Us.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
I love that show. It's a good show.
Animals are a great pet, or human contact. Like that would kill me. That would devastate me like no tomorrow. I'd probably be the dummy that would run back in there.
Paul Honeyman is bringing it up to my attention. Paul, yes. I just hadn't had my laptop in my lap. You are so right. She's saying Cindy Brown needs her wrench. Yep. Got you, Cindy.
See, we went on a rant.
Yeah, we
see what happened was
we were just sitting here like, blowing off steam. But I love you guys. Really, truly, without
there's been a couple of comments that have just been like, really?
No, without you subscribers, guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And we are truly humbled and thankful for you guys. There's always, it's just like any work environment, right? And this is sort of a work environment. It's fun, but there's always that one coworker. Or in a very large corporation, there's a couple of coworkers. But the rest of the team is awesome, right? That's how I feel. That's kind of how I feel. Okay. Talk about lumber prices. Open Lens wants us. Talk about lumber prices. So did you do your due diligence? Let's talk about the flooring that we're going to be putting on the basement on top of the joist. Let's start talking about that. Let's change gears here a little bit. We've ranted for a long time.
I have actually, I did recently look at that. Did I look at that today? Actually, I did. So I did look at Lowe's and Home Depot. Home Depot is definitely cheaper for the advanced tech wood. And right now it's like $68 a sheet. Now, if you buy more than 45, you can get it down to 61. So it does give you a bulk price saving aspect. But the Lowe's, it's like 70 or whatever. The other plywood itself, I haven't looked at it in Home Depot. I just looked at that just because I've been looking at Lowe's mainly. But Home Depot looks like they have a lot more in stock. So I might end up going there.
Come on is asking what's the deal with this chat and how come you can't do super chat? I don't know. I'm not sure. This is our first live stream on this one. I thank you for the thought. I don't know why it's not enabled. It should be, but I guess it ain't.
Probably on your back end.
Probably something in the back end that I didn't do. This is the first live stream on this channel, so maybe I forgot to check a box or something. My bad.
It is what it is. My
bad, but you know what? It's okay. Y'all don't need to send us anything anyhow. No. We appreciate the thought, though. That's very kind of you.
Y'all being here.
That's plenty. Are you in Crossbow Outdoors? Are you insulating the subfloor to keep you warm and cool as you build the rest of the house?
So I probably will. I really am gonna be determined on when we get everything all done on the top side. I'm hoping I can get it fully dried in by this winter before the snow comes.
With the cabin and everything, not the basement.
So if that is the case, then I might be able to get away with not doing that one. I don't know. It all just really depends on timing and everything else. I'm just doing one day at a time. But good question. I have thought about it. And I've been actually thinking about that today because it was raining and my brain went like this. Well, I might as well think about all this stuff.
Yeah. Auntie Ann, are you monetized on this channel yet? Actually, yes. So we did. You guys helped us out big time. We reached the monetization goal, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Y'all are amazing. We hit that goal in the first week. You guys are amazing. Absolutely blow my mind that we got to it that fast. But you know what? We did it! We did it! So I went ahead and I applied for the YouTube Partners program for this channel, and it all went through. And I did link it up to the accounts and everything. I don't think that we will start earning on this for another at least 30 days, because that's how YouTube works. You apply for it, takes 30 days so to actually process, and then after that, then you start earning on it. So we probably won't get any earnings off of this channel. It's June. We probably won't see anything off of this channel until August, but that's okay. It's coming down the pipe, and you know what? It costs nobody nothing. It's just you guys hanging out with us, which we appreciate so much, and we get to hang out with you guys, which we appreciate so much. So I mean, it doesn't take anything from anyone, and it just helps us with our build. So it's no secret that it's definitely helping us for sure. So thank you guys again. Shoot dang, man, we got 622 people in here. That's amazing. I was not expecting this many people on this, to be honest with you. We were talking with Come On, and he was like, so you gonna do it on the other channel? And we were like, yeah, we're gonna do it on this one today. He's like, all right, cool, I'll be there. I'm like, sweet. Well, I'm not expecting it to be too crazy. We should be able to answer a bunch of questions because it's a new channel. I don't think a lot of people are gonna move over there for the live. But look at you.
No.
Look at you, beautiful, amazing people. You guys made it. You made it. I was expecting like maybe 100. I was like, probably 100, maybe 2 at tops. If we have 200 people in here, I'll consider that like an amazing live. But look at you. You guys are blowing it out of the water for us. I can't tell you how thankful I am for you guys.
No.
Freaking amazing. Okay, Shoe Sharp. Remember, it's going to be a while before the roof is on. Spend the money for the best weatherproofing. Been there, bought the cheapest, and it bubbled here and there. Even a tarp will trap water.
Yep.
Very good suggestions, Sue.
Exactly.
Very, very good suggestion. And then Terry Jolly. I would love to help y'all, but you know Uncle Sam don't pay much. Terry Jolly, you being here is helping us out. Like, you guys do not need to donate anything to the cause. If anything, the only thing we want you to donate is a little time to spend with us.
Yep.
That's literally it. Just watch videos and hang out with us. That's all we care about. If you do that, you are helping more than you know. Even if you push the skip the ad thing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Push the button and it helps. And that button too.
Yes.
Love you guys. I'm in a mood today, if you can't tell. I've been like delirious because we have so much work that we want to do, but we've been rained out. It's just been non-stop rain. You guys will see it in our next video, guys, because I've been recording. It's like day.
It's starting to look like it never rained or dropped.
Yeah, because the sun comes out and an hour later it's all. So. Beverly Brown. Hi, Gary and Mel. Your live was very interesting indeed. Enjoyed it. Life is a box of chocolates. Everyone is different. Some was soft-centered, some are hard, and some are just nuts.
Yep.
That's great, Beverly. That's a very good analogy. Thank you for that. That was super cool. What square feet is your new build open lens?
Huh?
I'm thinking that they're asking what's our basement square feet, probably is what they're wanting to know.
So the basement square foot is 1,024. It's a 33 by 33, right? Or
yes.
I think that's what
that's
it
the
comes
outer.
out to.
That's the outer. Here, I got my calculator right here because we ain't good at the math. 33 times 33 equals 1,089.
That's where I was like, 3 and 3 do not.
So 1,089 square feet is what the basement is going to be. Times that by 2.5, and there's our total square footage for the cabin and the basement and the loft. So, and then let's see. Let me divide that by 2. Should be 512. No, 544.
Well, that's because we're doing the outer dimension too.
But I was gonna say, because wasn't the inner dimension 32 by 32?
Inner dimension is technically a what would that be? A 31 by 31 and 4 inches. If you want to be correct. So just do 31 times 31 and it's 961.
Cindy Brown says, Ridge Life asked, who has more tattoos? Mel, Gary, Anthony, or Roxanne? Honestly, it's probably a close tie between Anthony and Roxanne, but I'm going to go with Anthony.
Probably.
I think Anthony has more tattoos. He has He has more tattoos than I guess would show. Roxanne has quite a few too, though, that don't ever show.
I have no idea. That's a good question.
That's a very good question. It's not me and Gary, although out of me and Gary, I have more tattoos than Gary does.
I only have 4.
Yeah, I think I have like 6.
Which in technical, I guess I only have 2.
And then Ridge Life is wondering, is downstairs electrical or plumbing next? So go ahead. Why don't you let everybody know some of these order of operations?
So my first thing is as soon as I get all the rim joists in and everything else like that, I'm gonna be we have to do the crap. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'm terrible with the correct terminology of it, and I try to ride my butt for it every single time. I forget it. I can't remember. But there's joists. There's like braces.
Elbow's hurting me.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's braces that run on the inner side of the joist, and I can't remember. If I see them, I got to run all those in and get everything 100% square, and then once that's square, then I'm bolting that into the actual seal plate, and then as soon as that's done, then I can do the actual plywood, make sure everything is 100% 16 on center, go back around and do all that fun stuff. But yeah, and then I can do all that. But I've been waiting for the rain to fully stop before I start digging trenches.
And it's a little sketchy too. We're gonna have to pull some towels over there and dry off the
And no, I did not cover.
So we don't slip.
I did not cover any of the joists. They were only up there for a little bit, and this little tiny bit of rain that's actually hitting them is the only time that moisture has actually hit them. So it is totally fine as long as I get these braced and fully done ASAP.
Yeah.
And we're going to be working on some time here. So.
And then there was another question. Where did it go?
I'm trying to remember what the heck that name is.
Oh, you answered the one about in the rain. You just answered that one right there. Trenches for the pipes. Yeah, so we still have Uber. We still have our good friend David's tractor. And I was like, we were planning on giving it back to him this week. And I said, hey, if you need it back, we'll give it back to you. Still no problem. He's like, ah. So because it's been raining, it kind of pushed everything back. We wanted to use that thing to the fullest and finish moving around all of the rock and do the trenches and stuff. But we're just going to borrow it for another week because come on is the bestest friend that ever bestest. Oh. And he said that it's just, because he has to push all of his stuff a week now too. Like he had a lot of things planned for this week, and it's just been kind of screwing up everybody's plans and ruffling all the feathers around here. So so yes, the trenches for the plumbing and the electricity is on the agenda.
Hurricane braces, I will be having to get those when I go into town to get the plywood. But first things first is getting everything ready for the plywood itself. So
let's see.
I'm trying to remember what the heck.
Margie wants to know, would you ever consider homeschooling your children in the future? Absolutely, Margie. So my oldest daughter, Julia, is going into 5th grade this next school year. And since I was pregnant with our kids, we all decided, Gary and I, that when our children reach middle school, after they're done learning the basics, we're going to homeschool them for middle school because that is the most treacherous time in a child's life in school. That is where all of the torturing starts. That's where and believe it or not,
it's now starting in.
That's where all the drugs and the sex and the violence and the torturing and the bullying and everything that really starts in middle school. Believe it or not. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but it really, really does. And so to avoid that potential trauma and just crap that we just don't want to deal with, we're going to be homeschooling our child for middle school, and then when they are ready to go to high school, we will allow them to decide, would you like to continue homeschool education and possibly go to college earlier, or skip it, do a trade school, or decide whatever you want to do, but have the ability to graduate earlier, or would you like to go to a traditional high school? And at that point, they will be old enough and mature enough to make that decision for themselves. And they will decide. But middle school is for sure. None of our children are going to a public middle school. But we did want them to go to a public elementary so that way they could get some social skills and they can get taught the basics, reading, writing, math, all of that get done. And it's a fun time. Elementary school is a very fun time for kids.
Yes.
So we didn't want them to miss out on that. But middle school is just treacherous, and it's awful, especially these day and age. Like it's awful. It's awful. So we're not going to be having our kids go to middle school.
No.
So, but high school, if they want to, well, then that's up to them. But again, if they decide that they want to graduate early, trade school, college, just start a job, or whatever they want to do, and if they want to continue homeschool when it's high school time, then they can decide to stay home and continue their homeschool through high school. So we're going to kind of leave it up to them, but no way are they going for middle. Let me see. Let me answer some more questions. Oh, I'm falling behind. Okay, Gary, you know that David said yes because of his crush on your beard, right?
Hey man, I can't help it.
It's pretty hot, right? Angel 64, that is a great plan. Retired teacher here. Middle school is the worst, hands down. I know, middle school's awful. It's because they're not.
They're going through puberty. What do you want?
That's
like, I mean,
what
dude,
it is.
that's
That's
why.
what it boils down to. They're
you
not.
get all these little kids with all their hormones going like spiking all at once.
It's
yeah,
true.
no.
They're not emotionally mature enough to deal with a lot of the things that these kids are putting into their face. They think they're emotionally mature enough to deal with these certain things and subjects, but they just aren't.
What?
And so it's not to protect them and shelter them from the world, because we definitely know that we can't do that forever, but at least until they reach a mental maturity level to understand and comprehend some of the things that are getting thrown in their direction, and to be able to make better decisions. So that's kind of what we're going to do. So Julia has this last year. This is going to be her last year because she's going into 5th grade. And then, so after this next school year, it's going to be homeschool time for Gary and I for the next 3 years until high school. So, yep. But we plan to teach her a lot. So,
that was going to be the whole plan.
That was
the loft.
Yeah, the loft area. So in our floor plans, there is a study area inside our loft with computers and like, place where they could have bookshelves and whatnot, and then have the computer stations. And that's the reason why we want that, is so that way when we are doing the homeschooling, they have a quiet, safe, area where they can study and they can do their work, and it can all be staying organized, and we can get that going on for them. Yep. So, okay, I'm going to go through some of these questions. Cross bracing, asks Open Lens.
It's basically like cross bracing. I want to say that's what it, I don't know. You know what? Hold on. This is going to drive me nuts.
Yeah, Gary's going to be going nuts until he figures out what the heck the word was. Because you ever hate that when you have a word or a phrase or something on the tip of your tongue and your brain decides to go squirrel? It happens to me all the time. I'm used to it, but for some folks, it can be very aggravating, and I also feel that aggravation sometimes. Cora Phelps, rim joists. Yes, we are talking about rim joists, but there's another thing. There's a beam that goes in between the webbing, and I think that's what he's talking about. I don't know. I'm just the assistant and the filmer. Spacers, Open Lens, yeah, maybe. Hidden Treasures Empire, that's probably why I went to private school for middle school and public before and after. I never thought about it or noticed that. Dang, I'll have to ask my mother about that. Hidden Treasures Empire, that might be it. I know that I personally went through all the treachery of middle school. It was awful. I went through a lot of stuff personally during that particular time in life for me, and it was just straight up awful. And I have yet to really meet anybody that has had a great middle school experience. It's generally like the worst time in people's life, worse than high school. High school can be rough, but middle school is generally a lot rougher. And this day and age with technology and bullying and cell phones and people taking pictures and doing social medias and all this stuff, I just don't want it for my kids. So, I mean, high school is is going to be high school. But I feel confident that by the time that they are at high school, we would have taught them through middle school, and they would have reached the emotional maturity to be able to handle whatever high school throws at them, because we would have prepared them during that middle school time. I don't know what the future holds. That's what we hope to do. Parenting is hard. Parenting is really hard. And all we do is the best that we can. So, I don't know. It's hard being a parent. You just make the best decisions that you see fit for your own child. And there's really nothing wrong with whatever decision that you make, because it's your child and you are the one that gets to make the decisions. What's going on, girlfriend? What'd you make me?
You put this in your hair whenever you run around. You can be pulled off.
Oh, can I put it in my hat?
Uh-huh.
Look what Scarlett made. You want to say hi, Scarlett? We're live. Look what Scarlett found for me. I'm going to put it right here in my hair, and I'll put the other part like this. Is that how I do it?
Yeah.
Like that?
Uh-huh.
All right. What do you guys think? Yeah. I think it looks good. Let me squeeze. You made yourself a ring?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so what'd you find out, baby?
Alright.
Gary's back.
So weird, like, term of what it is, but it's strong backing.
Strong backing.
I kept on thinking, like, rat run. I'm like, no, it's strong backing.
Ashley Davis wants to know if we found any more spiders. No, just the one tarantula. You must follow us on the gram. I appreciate it. Julia came over yesterday and found a giant tarantula, and she was so proud because she caught it herself. Mom, look what I got. And yeah, she still has it. She's been catching flies and feeding it and been taking it out of the jar and like holding it in her hand. So I guess I'm going to need to find like a gallon, I don't know, terrarium or something for it, and she can just have it. I don't know. But they're not venomous or poisonous. If they do bite her, it's going to feel like a bee sting, and it won't be very fun, but it's not going to hurt her. So.
Richard says, yes, we call it stiff back.
Stiff back.
Yeah. I've never, I always refer to them as like a rat run. And then on the actual
Good night,
floor
Costco.
joist, it actually has it stapled on there exactly where it needs to be and everything else on there. And it has the term on there. I was like, what was that term again? I can't remember. And yeah, I wanted to remember that. Strong backing. Just such a weird term.
Yeah.
Seems a lot longer than what it needs to be.
Paragon Ridge, need to run. Have a great night, everyone. Good to see you for a short bit there, Chrissy. Thank you for making it over here to the new channel. Appreciate you guys.
But yeah, no, I've got to put those at least 10 foot on center with 2x6s. So. And I have them all braced out and everything and actually stapled where I need to do them. So I'm like, okay, cool. You literally took stupid out of it and kept it really simple. I like it.
What is that? Jesse Haight or Hyatt? I don't know how to say that. I've totally butchered it. One way or the other, I butchered it. But Jesse is asking, do you have any other buildings planned beside the house and the garage?
As of right now, no. We've got to finish up the house or the basement, and then I'm going to start the garage once the garage is done.
We do, but
I mean, it's yes and no. Like, we've got other little projects that we've got going on, but I don't really consider that. That's like, that should be done real quick.
Yeah.
What you're thinking of.
Well, I'm thinking of, so we have chicken runs, we have animal pens, we have greenhouses. And then over here, like where we're at right now for Camp Life, when Anthony and Roxanne with Country Road Cure are done building their house, and we're done building our house and all of our animal pens and all that, over here at Camp Life, we would like to build 2 separate dry cabins. So that way when we have friends and family come out and visit, we have 2 dry cabins where people can stay in and have their own little private area. We want to build like stuff down over at the pond. Like we'd like a nice like fishing tackle area. So where we could put all of our fishing poles and where we can hang out and have some stuff over there, some benches and like a gazebo and stuff. We also want to build like a dock. These are dreams. These are things that we want to do.
These are all way down the road.
Yeah.
Right now, my biggest thing is the house and the garage. Like I said, baby, like these little tiny things, sure, but what you're talking about is in like 5 years.
It's
not,
true.
Not anytime soon. So that's what I'm saying. My biggest thing is this house.
Okay, and then Marilyn
I want this house to be
Bryson,
done.
what will you put on the outside walls to cover the blue and white foam boards?
Blue and
The
white.
foam boards. What are we going to put on the outside of the house to cover the foam boards?
So on that portion itself, that is the basement. That isn't going to be really seen because it is going to be having a wraparound deck as soon as the house is all built.
Yep.
So I'm not really too worried about that visually there or anything like that, and it is going to be covered.
It's going to be buried a whole lot more.
Yes, we've got a lot more to bury,
Oh,
and
my thing fell out.
a lot more things going on. But
okay, let me see. Will you? Oh wait, that was wrong. When are you going to do the well house? So the well house, I honestly don't see us stopping what we're doing right now to go lay a block well house right now because it's not going to be freezing anytime soon. We probably are going to get to the block well house up over by the building site for both Country Road Cure and I, probably in the fall at the end of summer when we're inside the basement and
once we're in the basement and the garage is done, then we'll be able to get.
We'll probably stop and then go do the well house.
More. Yeah, because we'll actually have time to actually do that, and we'll be able to order materials and just sit back and pretty much do that project while we're waiting on materials.
Tammy says, did you guys get the white sealant on the inside of the basement? No, because we've had nothing but rain for the last week.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I want to get the I want to get the roof or the floor joist completely done first before we start finishing off anything else.
And then
on the inside.
Carolyn Lewinsky, my bad. Carolyn is wondering how much land do y'all have? We got 41.36 acres that we share with Country Road Cure. A lot of people pick names for their homesteads and this and that. We actually decided to just call ours the 41.36. It's kind of catchy. Gary actually has it tattooed onto his arm. It's kind of our thing. So whenever you hear us talking about, oh, we're going to the 41.36 or oh, the 41.36 that, we're just talking about our property. That's our property name. And it just kind of was something that we talked about when we were still in Arizona and it stuck and
we just made a joke about it.
Yeah, it was a joke that became kind of a thing and then it became a tattoo and yeah. So, I mean, it just kind of, one of those things that just kind of happened, you know, it just kind of came about. Let me see, everybody, we're getting the notification now that Mr. Come On is going to be going live in 3 minutes. So in 3 minutes, we are going to ask you guys to please bounce on over to Come On Homesteading. Not to be confused with Come On Keeping It Real. He'll be doing those later, but go on over to Come On Homesteading. He's going to be doing his live chat tonight because it is family night. Yep. And we got Possum Run Homestead gooning at 5. You got us going live at 6. And then you got Come On Homesteading going live at 7. And then at 8 o'clock, got MT Homestead. So it's a whole night full of awesome people that you guys can learn a lot from, join the community, and hang out with. We encourage it highly. Yep. So after we're done, we're going to ask you to go and type into Come On's live chat. Just say, Love Raid. He'll know what you're talking about.
No.
So Terry, why don't your... Oh, I answered it. I'll answer it, Auntie Ann. It's okay. It says, why doesn't your brother help you out? So he does. Anthony does. Roxanne does. But they do it more so on the background for the most part. We help out each other on video a lot for the community projects. And we do help each other out on video for some of the stuff building our houses. But a lot of the time, it's either they're watching the kids, we're watching the kids. And so they're cooking meals, we're cooking meals. We help each other out a lot. It's just not always on film. Yep. And so that's kind of, I mean, we'll try to do a little bit more on film, but there's some stuff, you know, Anthony and Roxanne, they want to do it just the two of them. And I understand that because there's some stuff that Gary and I want to do just the two of us. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad about that at all. It's just what we want to do, what we want to do. Yep. So, yeah, 1 minute though. We are going to be going, we are going to be doing a regular Real Talk, not just a live stream. We're going to be doing a Real Talk tomorrow morning sometime. I think they've been uploading around like 11:30 or so. So I guess keep your notifications turned on. We have some more things that we will be discussing. Maybe we'll change the scenery about, I don't know, maybe we'll mix it up a little bit, but we'll be doing a Real Talk tomorrow. And then on Friday, we will have a brand new video for you guys on regular channel, Simple Life Reclaimed. So hope you guys can stay tuned for those. But it's been a week of rain, so we're going to see how creative we can get for this next vlog. Unless, hopefully, say a little prayer for us, guys, that tomorrow we actually get to do some real work and the rain does not just drown us out, because it's been terrible. So, and we have a lot we want to do. So
Yep.
say a little prayer for us. But,
And then I did see Open Lens ask a question of 2x4 construction or 2x6. It is going to be a mix of the two. 2x6s are going to be the outer side of everything, as well as direct center for the main level, and then everything in between will be 2x4 because it'll be non-weight bearing or non-structural aspects.
yes.
So anything that's non-structural aspects will be 2x4, and anything that will be structural will be straight 2x6s. And yeah, it'll be good. It's gonna be a lot, I know. But
It's going to be a lot.
it's gonna work.
I'm going to go through all the questions, guys. If I didn't answer your question as soon as this live stream is over, please go back and leave it in the comments, not in the stream that's happening right now, but leave it actually in the comment section of this video. I will most likely answer it in tomorrow's Real Talk in the morning. So we got to run. I just got the notification David is live. Go over to Come On Homesteading and make sure to tell him love Raid. Smash the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until the next one, guys, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.